Welcome to Woods Creek Workshop. My name is Yuchel. Today we're going to start refurbishing this Deckel SO grinder. I picked up this grinder from a retiring machinist, and overall I think it's in good shape, but it's coated in a lot of grinding dust and just overall dirty. So I'm gonna go through and disassemble everything and clean it up and make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. Now, when I purchased this, it only came with the one collet that's already in there. That's 1/8 inch. But these Deckel, I believe they're F style collets are pretty hard to find. You can find Asian imports that you can buy, but even then they cost $20 to $30 each. So and I haven't seen one in person, so I don't know how good they are. So I'm kind of hesitant on taking a chance on those. When you do find original Deckel brand collets come out for sale on eBay or whatnot, they're pretty expensive and they're pretty well trashed. So I haven't decided yet on what to do about that. There are a few options that I'm kind of, they're brewing in my head. But I'll share that with you once I decide what to do. Now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a multi-part video. I don't know how many, but we'll just go through it and have fun, and we'll see what we can do. Let's first remove the wheel. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of the tooling with it. I know there's supposed to be a wrench for this nut and a pin spanner that goes on the washer to loosen that, but I don't have any of that. Let's just see what we got using the tools we have and see if we can loosen it. Let's take that knot off first. See here. That wasn't too bad. Now, like I said, I don't have the pin spanner, but I do have these pin materials. Maybe we can get lucky. Okay, we did get lucky. I did spray some WD-40 in there. Let's see here. I sprayed that in there and let it soak for a while. I know that's not what you're supposed to do. Holes are okay. I will later make a proper wrench for that. The first thing I want to do is remove the motor and pulley assembly away from the grinder. And in order to do that, I have to remove the belt. And in order for me to do that, I have to remove this guard, wheel guard. And it is metric. I just removed these two screws. There are alignment pins there. I should be able to just take that belt off. The motor's kind of loose, so it's just some sort of felt belt. I need to find a replacement for it. Right there is a strand that kind of tore off. I looked on the internet. You can find them. Okay, now we'll take the motor off. Let's see here. What we gotta do it's hard to show, but there is a screw back there. Ta-da! See, there's hole, there's the V keyway, and the screw clamps it onto that keyway. Now there's a locking mechanism. Let's see if we can take that out. Nope, that is, I believe that's pinned. Let's see here. So how do I take that off? Let me show you. I am trying to separate it right here. Take this off. That won't let me go any past that because it interferes with this. Right? See, there's a bolt that goes through with the handle. I think I need to take this screw out. Yep. And the handle comes out. Maybe this will come out now. I was hoping that would separate this. Let's see. Pulls the bolt out. Let's see. That should put that apart at that joint. So why isn't it? See here. Let's see. Alright, that's in there. There you go. Ta-da! Again, I'm going to put this back in there for storage. That way I remember how things came out. Let's take a quick look. Let's flip this around and take a quick look and see what the mechanism looks like underneath. See, that's the main shaft going through, and that right there is the fine feed, not fine feed, but the yeah, it's adjustment for the depth stop when you're plunging into the wheel. Let's see here. So we should be able to just take that out. Almost. Yeah, there you go. So, very fine thread. But here's a few things that concern me. I believe in order to pull the main shaft out, see, it's retained in there with these pins. And they're blind holes. So I have to figure out how I can pull it out without damaging them. I mean, worst case, depending, if they're not very hard, I can drill them out, but I just don't want to mess things up. So, like this one, for example, that is for the shaft, where the motor mount mounts onto. There's nothing to grab onto, so I would have to drill it out. But I don't think I need to pull that out. But main shaft, I definitely do. So, and there's a little flapper doodah, I don't know what the proper name is, that controls the depth of plunge. And it's got a pin on this end, and it's got a pin on the other side too. So I don't know how I'm going to take that out. So I need to explore. Dun dun dun! I'm gonna take a chance. I'm pulling those pins out. Have to use a vice grip and see if I can kind of turn it. That one's moving. Sorry, my fingers. Oop, there he goes. Ah, that one came out. The next pin is not sticking out very well, so. Flat head set screw. How's that come out? There you go. There's a pressure plate. That's interesting. Let's take a look at that. This is the one-piece handle, and there's a pressure plate washer that has these indentations press formed with 3 rivets. What it does is that pressure plate rubs against this plate right here and pretty much removes any slop. That's pretty cool. It's pretty simple but effective. Let's take that off and see if it reveals anything underneath that. So serial number starts with 62, 62-4392. I'm pretty sure that means it was made in 1962. It is 57 years old. Yikes. That's it. Well, that didn't help us at all. Okay, I figured out how to remove that pin. It turns out the pin is a taper pin. And what you do is you put this adjustment knob back on so that tang will rest on it. And you take, Deckel calls it a special tool. It's basically a 12mm bar that goes in there. I just used my, crescent wrench, and I put it in there like this, and it rests against that, and the head of this rests on the head of the pin. And I just went bam bam a couple times, and it pushed far back down again. So now we should be able to remove this knob. I think this rubber pad, if I remove that, it'll turn further. There you go. Maybe that'll come out now. I'm sure some of you guys are like, oh, do this, do that, don't do that. Well, I wish you were here to tell me what to do. And that pin is pushed in. And it should come out. Wow. There's a design problem there. Well, so the taper pin is out, but it's hitting this insert. That is a threaded insert, which this big knob goes through. Instead of threading the cast iron, I guess they felt that, to make it stronger, they threaded the cast iron, but put a hardened insert, threaded insert, with this fine thread. That's probably why, because it's fine thread. But it sticks out about 1/8 of an inch here, and this pin's hitting that. So, oh, there it is. Okay, just had to yank it out a little more, but man, that is close tolerance. But yeah, there's the taper pin. Wow. I'm glad that's out. But then what? I got everything loose, all the pins out. Just need to figure out how the rest of the shaft comes out now. Let's see. I'm pretty sure now I get to take this wheel out again. Well, I had to install that temporarily to be able to turn the shaft. Now I gotta take these nuts out, but I don't have the right pin. Pin spanner. Those are called the ring nut. Let's see, what do I do? Really? Okay. I'm stubborn, so we're gonna try one more time. I have no reason to believe this will work. But we got 2 pins, one on each of those pin nuts, and I got it oriented so when I squeeze it, they'll turn the opposite. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna work. I doubt it's gonna work. broke off. Yeah. No way. It worked. Get out. Look at that. I got lucky. Definitely lucky. Woo! I'll take it. See, I know there's a spring in the end of the shaft there. I don't know what that means. No, I don't know what that means on this end. Huh. Interesting. That just comes out. A little bit of rust. Here's a key. Oh, it's really in there. We'll set that aside. Going back to the bottom now. Just have to wiggle that out of the way. Okay, that's free now. Now flip it back to back up. Let's see here. Should just come out to this end now. That's better. Look at that. Now there's a spring inside with this end cap. I have no reason to take that spring out. It's probably one of those things that you take out, it'll take your eye out. You can never put it back together again. Anyway, so here it is. Here's the main shaft. Let me take a paper towel and we'll give it a quick wipe. Just see what it looks like. Not the best, but it's not bad at all. A little bit of cleaning up to do there. And that's that fine thread at the end that gives you the fine feed feature. And that right there, the little flappy doodah, is what makes the feed stop mechanism work. Let's see, what do they call that? They call it driver. Oh, by the way, I'm looking at the Deckel's parts manual. It's gives you some drawings, but it really doesn't tell you how to do stuff. So it's pretty lacking, but it's better than nothing. Anyway, put that aside. We'll take that knob out. I think there's some sort of a seal, plastic seal that's pressed in to there and also there. The parts manual says felt, but they're not felt. And I'm gonna give it a good clean, but there's no need to take that out. I think this is a good place to stop this video so it doesn't get too long. Next video, we will take a look at removing the spindle and take the spindle apart to see what kind of condition it's in. And we'll probably start attacking the bodywork of the main casing. I haven't decided yet how far to go or how overboard, but we'll see. We'll see. So thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me with the algorithm. And I make these videos to share with you. So if you enjoy it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you.